Alright guys, last 2 weeks I picked up some books. Last week I went to Winston-Salem, North Carolina with a couple friends, and we ended up finding a newer comic book shop, which was kind of pricey. Cheapest they had were like books $2, and it went up from there. And then hit another place, comic book shop in there, and that's the place I'm not real comfortable going to because I saw some shady stuff going down when this guy was trying to sell stuff like Frank Miller's Wolverine #1 and Frank Miller's Wolverine miniseries did with Chris Claremont back in the 80s. He had #1 through 4 and all that stuff. Because I was going through boxes, the guy was sitting there showing him all the books, and he was like, I don't know if I can move these. And he ended up getting a stack of really expensive books for practically nothing. And I just didn't think that was right. But, you know, I ended up getting a few things there. And then D&J Hobby Shop, where we shoot the videos, Tales from D&J Hobby Shop, he put on, I guess it's for Easter, but he popped up on Facebook last night. He had a 50-cent sale going on today and Monday. Went there this morning, kind of rolled over, did my business, talked for a few minutes, got back home. I'm trying to mow, but it's getting ready to rain. And during this time, it's over here, there's a speaker that I got for $7 at a yard sale for my record player. The record player is so old, the jacks have to plug into the speakers, and you just don't find that anymore. The speakers are actually made to plug, the jacks are made to plug into the equipment. And so I ended up getting a really nice speaker over there. I might show that sometime. And I also stopped at Goodwill, looked around. Got these, you know, same day I got the speaker. And finding that speaker at the yard sale was really cool because, like, I was at a red light in the town of Galax, and I just happened to look over, and there's this little bitty white sign sticking out of the ground that says big yard sale. If you weren't at the red light, stopped and looked, you never would have saw it. So I go down around the corner, and it's like this real spacious trailer park that I didn't know was there. And in front of the trailer park, they got this huge round area that's like, it's like somebody's dumped sand there or something. It's turned into like mud and dust or something. I don't know, man. And right in the middle of it's this real nice speaker, you know. So I was like, wow, and I talked him down to $7. But anyway, some of the records I got, the 45s I got. This is really cool because this is Rod Stewart when he was with the Faces, and the Faces had Ron Wood in it. It's where the Rolling Stones got Ron Wood. Mick Jagger actually looked at Rod Stewart and said, "Oh, we'll never take Ron from you." So I ended up getting, I Know I'm Losing You. It's a Temptations remake that they did, but this is also the first issue of Maggie May. So these were 35 cents a piece, and they're in really good shape. Surprised me. And yeah, they're actually it's actually, yeah, from the early 70s there. I saw a date on it somewhere. Susie Quattro, Stumbling In, that she did with Chris Norman, and this is from '79, and it's really, that's one of, I don't think I'm a music snob or anything like that, but I really hate having conversations where I'd have to explain who Susie Quattro is. If you know Joan Jett, you should know Susie Quattro. Then I got Ringo Starr's No 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 song from his solo album in the 80s. What year is this one? This should be 1974, which really surprised me. Fleetwood Mac, Gold Dust Woman. I had to get that one. And I'll be honest with you, I never really paid attention to Gold Dust Woman until the Crow 2 movie, City of Angels soundtrack, where Hole redid it. And I couldn't, you know. So anyway, here's Fleetwood Mac. This is from '77, I think. Now I want you to look at this, man. Alice Cooper fan here. Here's a little something from 1976. Look at this, man. Looks like he's competing with Andy Gibb and, you know, Leif Garrison and all these stuff with Pretty Boy looks on the 45. But it's Hot Tonight and You and Me from the 70s. Here's another Alice Cooper from '76. I Never Cry, Go to Hell. I don't know if I know those songs or not. And then I had the Grease album over here from the '70s, but I got the single with Alone, Stranded at, well, I call it Stranded at the Drive-In, but it's Alone at the Drive-In. And You're the One That I Want. So that's actually kind of cool. I try not to buy singles and stuff. They take up room, but every now and then they're kind of cool. Alright, so when I went to Winston-Salem and saw these two comic book shops, we also hit a store called Ed McKay's. And they have used books, paperback books, magazines, records, used CDs, used comics, used trades. Well, they don't have comic books, they just deal in trades and stuff. But I'm getting this, and I'm going to end up doing a review of this in the movie. This is American Splendor, Harvey P. Carr's slice of life comics, reprinted from stories reprinted from his comics. And I think he started this comic, actually published it like around 76 or 77 or something. And I think he averaged about one a year. I'd honestly never heard American Splendor until the movie came out. Seems like I kind of remember hearing about this guy on David Letterman when I'd go to school, but I didn't stay up that late to watch Letterman. He popped up on Letterman a couple times, and I remember when people talked about Crumb, they would talk about him doing art for some book, and it might have been American Splendor. But I tell you what, I have read that much of this book in one setting. Been trying to read some other stuff like Omega the Unknown and stuff like that, but this has just had me. I don't know how to explain it, man. I know how to explain it, but why it grabs me, I don't know. I mean, he tells these short little stories. A few different artists on here. It's got Robert Crumb art, and I'm sitting here and I'm like, he's telling the stories on how to pick a line in the grocery store and what you have to look out for, and I'm like completely engrossed. I'm like, wow, it's funny. Then he has a little bit of philosophy I have and stuff, so, but I can go on and on about that. But I'm actually going to be looking for an issue that came out of American Splendor in 1990. I might actually eBay it here in about a month or so, and when I know about my money situation. But Alan Moore actually did art for one of his strips that he wrote. I think it was just a page of a guy telling a bad joke. But yeah, Alan Moore, he got artist Alan Moore to draw one of his stories in one of his American Splendor issues. I never knew. Alright, here's some books I think I got at that new comic book shop I was telling you. And actually, these are in pretty good shape. This one is Marvel Feature Presents, and people need to be careful because when you go to the Bronze Age and you try to get some Red Sonja, make sure you pay attention to that Marvel Feature, because after Marvel Features, when she got her solo book, alright, they didn't really run long. But this one has some great Frank Thorne stuff on it. I'm a huge Red Sonja Frank Thorne fan from the 70s. This is closer to having them all. Marvel Features, She Devil with a Sword. I already found a phallic image in there. That's all I'm saying. And this is Red Sonja number 14. This is close to the end of the series. Alright, I think Sal Buscema came in with a guest penciler on this one. And then I finally found this. I have every Captain Carrot in the Amazing Sue Crew Adventures, and this one's really hard to find due to the homage of the Justice League cover here. And this is number 15, and it's got just a lot of animals, you know, popping up. Batmouse, Super Squirrel, Aqueduct, you know, the Crash, Green Lambkin, and all the villains, Shaggy Dog, and, you know, Mamezo's like an elephant, mixed up animals and stuff. So we have a whole run of that now. What have we got in here? I think I got these. I think it's like you bought 5, you get the 6th one free or something like that. But I ended up getting the first another issue of Runaways by Brian K. Vaughan of Saga fame from the early 2000s. Runaways number 3. I got a bunch of these now. I'm probably going to put them on eBay. Number 5, early issues. Number 12. And Runaways is a bunch of kids hanging out in the same neighborhood. Their parents may have meetings and stuff, and they find out that their parents are all villains, and then they go on the run, find out they have, you know, powers like them and stuff. And I'm hoping they had a full 6-issue run of the Return of Bruce Wayne that Grant Morrison did, where Batman's more or less, if I remember right, kind of like reincarnated through certain time eras until he finally makes it back to the present. And I'm missing one issue, so I had to take a guess, and I think I was missing the pirate issue. I don't know, this may be a double. I should have looked. And then I got this for $2. Batwoman number 1, first print. So there you go. I've ended up with quite a run of Batwoman now. Then I ended up, I did get it, Batwoman number 19. So the J.H. Williams written story. J.H. Williams III and whoever his partner is, you know. So I finally get to read these. I got a bunch of these for 35 cents a piece a few weeks ago. So it's quite a run. Alright, now we're into the 50-cent haul. The 50-cent haul. Now let's do it in pieces. I was actually going to save one issue to share with the last, but we'll just go ahead and do this. Ended up getting quite a bit of Batman, which was kind of cool. And I grabbed this one real quick. This was, I grabbed a whole bunch of Jeff Loeb Ed McGuinness Hulks a couple weeks ago for 35 cents a piece. And I was missing this one. This one's by Will Sportatio filling in, but this is Hulk number 18. And I flipped through those other ones, and they're not bad, but I think I'll still end up putting them on eBay. If I can do this without these going all over the place. Batman Beyond Universe, number 4. Man, if you want like just good old time, old fashioned comics, you know, this has got like a split feature in it. First feature is like the Justice League at the time. That's what they're called. I don't know, the Justice League at the time. This is taking place in the Fortress of Solitude, and all the. It's got the Phantom Zone. It's got Mr. Miracle and Big Barda. This future, the future Justice League from the Batman Beyond cartoon and stuff's in here. And then it has a split. The other story is the Batman Beyond story in here. But this is just really good stuff, man. Just, you know, I never would have imagined, you know, considering it's supposed to be based on the cartoon. Then I got these for 50 cents a piece. Batman Black and White, number 4. This was a $5 book, so I got it pretty much 90% off. Yeah, number 5. Now look real close at that. It takes you a minute to see it. First you see all the bats flying around, and you realize that's a heavy, you know, that's Batman's face. Great use of negative space. And number 6, and I put money at the Tom Mandrake cover. So I got all those. Then I got this. This is Detective Comics number 27, the anniversary issue because of Batman popping up in number 27. But this was an $8 book that I got for 50 cents. Pretty thick, square bound. I refuse to pay that much money for $7, $8, $9 book, $10 books. That's ridiculous. It's pretty good stuff in here. There's a pinup by Graham Nolan in there that he did that he kind of put on Facebook, let people see his work in progress. So it was really cool to end up seeing that. All right. Oh, so I can not damage my stuff. And then I got a bunch of Deadpools here. And honestly, I'm going to flip through these and read these and stuff. I think this is volume 2. But I'll probably end up putting these on eBay. Some of them were flipped over. I don't know what the deal is. Yep, okay. I think this is volume 2. Daniel Way is writing them. These are from 2009. I don't see a volume number in there, but anyway. Go through them real quick because I got a bunch here. And again, like I said, these were 50 cents a piece. Deadpool number 6, Dark Reign crossover. Alright, that should be number 7. Yeah, looks like they're doing a little Days of Future Past tribute there. Okay, number 9. Number 10. There's Dark Reign, Deadpool and Hawkeye. Number 11. Yeah, Hawkeye still sticking around. Number 12. Guns versus Arrows. Number 13. It's almost, let's see who did this cover. I kind of like that cover. Well, it's number 14, excuse me. Alright, getting to the X-Men here. Number 15. Looks like Force 5 is getting ready to happen. It's funny. Alright, number 16. I've got some I got some Emperor Joker comics from early 2000s, and on those Superman covers it was a big crossover story. This is how they did the covers. That cracks me up. Number 17. Number 21. This one looks like it's got a little ding up here. Alright, 22. Alright, 23. 24. Should be 25, 3D cover. And it's got the 3D glass. It's not even real 3D glasses on the back. It tricks you. Making being silly there. 26. I swear when I see Deadpool, man, I think Ambush Bug and the Tick. 27. 28. Should that be 28? 29. Dr. Bomb. 30. 31. 32. 33. With a tribute to Jim Starlin. It's an old Shield cover. That should have been Nick Fury. So 33.1 if I remember right. Okay, what do we got here? 34. Maybe it wasn't. No, it's 33.1. So yeah, 32 and 33 weren't there. 35. 36. 37. From what I understand about this whole thing with the Hulk here, he's got a goodbye suicide note while he's getting ready to shoot pin to his chest while he's getting ready to shoot the Hulk in the nose, or he's already done it. Looks like it's pissed him off. I guess somebody told me this is when he wanted to die. 38, Hulk smash. 39, 40, and then I got the, I think this was a $5 book for 50 cents, Deadpool 1000. So, but I left a bunch of Deadpool behind, and you know, budget stuff, didn't want to spend a whole lot today. But those will probably flip through those and put them on eBay. And actually, I think I'm going to have a big eBay sale here pretty soon. A lot of stuff I've been buying has not been grabbing me, and there's no use in me holding on to it, and if there's somebody out there that wants it. So yeah, probably most of that like top shelf over here. Yeah, there it is. So might get in there, and if it rains on me, I might start going through some of these books and get them ready and put them on tomorrow. So everybody have a good Easter tomorrow, in case I don't make a video and don't see you. Alright guys, later.